Good. Welcome to YouTubers. I just flipped the switch to go live around the world. So it's Monday Joint Juice Active Yoga, but where we are in Northern California, it's nearly 100 degrees, so a slightly cooler version. Welcome if you're brand new, if the algorithm has dropped you off. We're on the back relaxing or seated for 2 more minutes. If you're brand new, confused by yoga, you got dumped here out accidentally, just relax, take a load off. If you're one of the new crew of YouTubers around the world, it's great to have you. Looney should be in just a moment. We're all just breathing. We're making a meditation out of the rise and the fall of our belly button. There's no rush. It's yoga. Be here now. Please spend a minute, just feel what you're feeling in this moment. Access, allow, accommodate whatever the emotional tone is. Whew. Okay, good job. Biggest inhale you got, biggest inhale ever. Whopping big inhale. Exhale, let it out, let it go. Be a calm and empty soul. Excellent. Wiggle your fingers and toes, circulate, feel good around your body. Take your arms up to the ceiling, stretch your arms back up over your head. Get a good first thing in the morning stretchy feeling at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You might be watching it on the whole other side of the planet. Good. Draw your knees in, roll around a little bit on your back with your knees drawn in. Okay, kids, let's roll up together. Let's say hello. Hello. My name is Greg, Looney Cat. Looney, kitty, kitty, kitty. A lot of you have liked and subscribed because of Looney Cat. He's the Yoga Cat resident. Anyway, we're simulcasting from Concord, California. I've got a lot of Zoom friends on the call too, so I've been doing this for a few years after the start of the pandemic, but I thought I'd try to carry some yoga to everybody around the world. So thank you for liking and subscribing. If you're not a circus performer or a contortionist or a ballerina, if you are, that's great. But if you're not, this is yoga for the rest of us. Anyway, nice deep breath. In a moment, we'll be on the feet. But I do invite you just to close your eyes for a moment, drop your chin, and kind of go within. Yoga is the art and science of finding internal connection. For some of us, it's the most valuable feature of yoga. Now I've got a little prayer, invocation, affirmation, intention, depending on your spiritual worldview angle. God, love, source, infinite higher organizing presence. May our practice be guided in wisdom, prudence, and practicality tonight, that we get a little better, a little stronger, a little smarter, and a little livelier. Good. We'll chant Om once. Nice big inhale. Soak up the good vibes. Okay, and we do Monday starting on the feet. Anyway, I've made some improvements to the living room. I got the lighting. I need one more light over here coming from this direction, and I think it'll really balance and bring depth to the room, but compared to where it was a month ago, a bunch of boxes. So this is yoga for everybody in a tiny room, showing that if I can do it, anybody can do it. You can open a yoga studio that goes all the way around the world. Good, now I'm sinking my feet in, gonna swing my arms. Close your eyes, swing nice and easy. A friend of mine on Zoom said, could we do joint juice? This is exactly that. We get our body moving, get out the dents, the impressions of life. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Now, feet are hip distance apart. If you're brand new, just follow along. See how I sink down and just kind of scroll up, down, and roll it up. A lot of this is just designed to get out of the head and into the body. 4, anybody can do this. There's no excuses anymore. 3, 2, 1. Good job. You might be watching this if you're brand new saying it doesn't look like yoga. Actually, it does. Stand up on your tippy toes. Just get some decompression, some space in our bodies. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 13, 12, 11, 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2. Now, as best you can, stay up on 1. Balance on your tippy toes. Feeling frisky and lively? Close your eyes. Balance on your tippy toes with your eyes closed. Good. Open your eyes. Drop your heels, knuckles on your head. Side bends. Side bends are indispensable. Inhale up. I'm more of a side bender than a back bender. I think you get all the same benefits without the complications. Good. Inhale up. Stretch up. Release out. Now, when it comes to joints, we get all of them. Left foot forward. Turn onto your right toenails. 1, 3. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, leave a comment. Where are you watching from? How's your practice? Other way. We have a growing tribe of humans around the world all joined together in a non-judgmental, friendly, encouraging means of moving. 6, 7, 8. Maybe our little yoga tribe will save the world. There's no reason one tribe of like-minded souls can't have a huge impact. I'm sinking into a dorsey and a plantar flexed ankle. Closing my eyes, I like to do that to increase my balance. Good, come up and out. Right foot forward. By the way, if you're curious, I'm 67 years old. I've been doing yoga for 49 years. And does that make me a master or an adept? Nah, I'm just another bozo on the bus, but I've had a lot of experience, and I think I've come across yoga movements that are good for everybody. Other way, it's not what I can do, it's what I can help you do. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. By the way, if you do yoga with me, you start to look younger and healthier and more radiant and vibrant. You get more attractive, more popular, and a lot more recognition. Am I kidding? Why don't you try it and find out? Sink into your alternately flexed feet. Good. All right. We'll turn our feet the regular way. We're going to drop our chin and just take our pumpkin around. It's almost pumpkin season. 2, 3. Boy, Halloween just really takes over about 3 months now, doesn't it? 5, 6, 7. Relax your shoulders. Other way. 1, 2. These movements may seem terribly simple, but when you string them together in a good sequence with friends, they are positively magical. 7. Good. Now, believe it or not, relax your head down. Let the weight of your much larger than average brain relax the back of your neck. Close your eyes. Aim your attention down into your body. Stop thinking. That's one of my favorite instructions to myself. I tend to think way too much. Then I get migraine headaches. So I'm trying not to think today. Good. Now bring your face back, shoulders. 1. Doesn't it make sense to just roll your shoulders around at least once every 10 years? 4, 5. You might have crunchy shoulder syndrome, CSS. 7, 8. Other way, back up, over, forward, around, and down. 1, 2. By the way, this is my room of passion projects, plans, pianos, guitars, drums, cameras, yoga, life coaching, microphones. Good, I think that was 10, but I liked it. All right, lace your hands. 1, 2, 3. We're breaking up congestion in the body and the mind. 7, 8. Other way. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Shake tension, anxiety, worry, dread, fear out. Get thee hence, Satan, so to speak. Good, and then we wave hello to a new future. I usually go terribly fast when I do this, but my injured finger is making a comeback, so not too fast. Inhale. Good, the next thing are called angel wing poofs, behind your back, up. Say poof. See how we're getting the body open? That's 103% of what we're doing. We're getting energy moving, unstuck. Poof. Couple more. I like this because you can stimulate your chakras. And look, I'm palmar flexing my wrists. Good, now I'm going to lace my hands behind my back, feet wide. I'm going to try to get my head and my butt down. Can you get your head and butt down on the floor at the same time? Drop your head, squat, inhale, look forward. Exhale, deepen, arms all the way over. Good, come on up. Now I'm spinning my toes in, heels out, releasing my arms, obviously, lacing, pushing the sky up, earth down. Second side bend. If you get into these movements, they become sort of hypnotic and trance-like and beautiful. Inhale. There's one thing I like, it's a good hypnotic trance. Leaning to the right. Good, and up you go. Now hands on your hippies, toes in, heels out. Circumnavigate your bottoms. Grind your gears. Oscillate your acetabulums, your hip joints. It's funny how many euphemisms we have for our hippies. 6, 7. I keep my feet grippy on the floor when I do this. I don't want my feet sliding around. That makes the energy disperse out. We want to keep it where it belongs, in the hips. 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job. Inhale, lace your hands, feet together, push up. Side bend, left, third side bend. You'll wake up. You'll get a little more space out of each one. If you're brand new, do you see that you can do this? Inhale up. My job is to bring yoga to everybody this way. There's too much elitism and judgment in yoga. Too much, hey, we're really special and we do this wacky stuff. Inhale up and release out. Good, now lace your hands above your knees. A lot of friends have stiff, crabby knees. We're going to work on that by making little knee loops. 4, 5. If you're very bendy, you can sweep way down. 6, 7, 8. Other way. 1. So get in the game. Just start. If you just tune this in and are just kind of watching bemused, why not actually do something? 5, 6, 7, 8. The difference between thinking about something and doing something, rather profound. Inhale. Good. Release your arms out to the side. These are called Sheryl Crows, where you just keep your legs firm and stationary and go side to side with your torso with internal and external rotation of your arms. See how it's easier just to call them Sheryl Crows? Good. Then grab your elbows. After a while, you can kind of get your elbows behind your head. And if they don't ever go there, then you get stuck up there, and you don't want to be stuck up. I'm switching the cross of my elbows, working it side to side. I'm getting a little bit of my waistband into it, but mostly shoulders. Progress, not perfection. Arms up, release out. Left arm in front of your right, left in front of right. Turn inward, clapping. A lot of these movements are good for motor control, coordination. Bring your hands here, fingers forward. Party hats, tippy toes. Extend up. Good, healthy human movements. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2. Stay up on 1. Close your eyes. Open your eyes, drop your heels, side bend. It's our 5th side bend, you guys. I love side bending. Up you go, to the right. My legs are firm, straight, and strong, rooting in. Inhale up. Now my arms come down, I flip them over. I use yoga blocks. Drop your head. Now breath technique, lift your heels, bend your knees, look forward, nice and soft. Exhale. Go deep, 1, or deeper, 2, 3. Good job, come up. So yogis use breath work to accentuate their flexibility. They've only been doing it for about 5,000 years. We can do it. Exhale out. Good, now bring your right arm out in front of your left. If you're brand new, the breath work is confusing. Just keep breathing. I'm turning my palms in, clippity clap. Hands here for strong wrists, fingers forward, party hats, tippy toes, extend up. Good movement. I call it being pulled out of quicksand by a helicopter. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2. Stay up on 1 and snap your eyes shut. You can do it. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to be trying. Open your eyes, drop your heels to the right. Ooh, sometimes you get a big, juicy, crunchy crack. It is delicious. Inhale up, tilt over the center of your body. This releases endorphins, endogenous morphines, feel goods. Inhale up, arms down, flip your arms over. Greg really recommends yoga blocks if you're over 40. Lift your heels, bend your knees, look forward. I'm exhaling, I'm gently straightening my leg, dropping, and I keep the air out, and I actually can feel I can forward fold on empty a little better. Good. Come on up, my friends. Let's chant an Om. Every time you chant Om, you get a little closer to full human enlightenment. I think by next Thursday. Inhale. Good. Now, in addition to being a yogi, I'm also a huge fan of prayer. So hands to the heart. I think group prayer is the most powerful activity in the universe. Like minds aiming higher. Pray for whatever you would pray for, as long as it's a higher good. Good. Plus this leads to the next pose. We inhale together, prayer hands. Now, I bend my knees, I turn to the right, I begin to sink down. After a while, you'll get lower and lower, and your left elbow will go outside your right knee. If it doesn't yet, and you're up here, this will be fine. Remember, this is for everybody. So after a while, you can scrunch deeper. I have friends who can squat all the way down, and that's really cool. I can't. I get to about here, line up my knees and ankles, look straight down to the floor, and we give it a few seconds to create heat in the body. A formal name would be Parivrita Utkatasana, twisty squat. A lot of other names. This is dynamic. You get a lot of bang for your buck. Good. Drop your arms. Inhale. Come on up. You might feel a little lightheaded coming up. That is not a bug. That's a feature. Exhale out. Good job, you guys. Now, side B involves going up the back with a big inhalation. I'm going to bring my hands into prayer position up high. And then similarly, just the other direction, scrunch down, turn to the left, right elbow. If you can't get your right elbow outside your left knee, just try to touch your elbow to your knee. I kind of hang on to my thighs and gently push my legs over to the right. Then I can hook stronger. I pull my hands into prayer. And I like to say we put a very heavy weight on our back, squishing us down, knees forward, butt back. Then I think about lifting my toes a little bit. With my ankles, I need to get weight back into my heels. Shoulders relax, knees line up. Good. Drop your arms. Inhale, come on up. Good job. Okay, then we have a fun and famous Monday balance sequence. Follow along as best you can. Arms out. See, you just follow along. Can you do this? Yes. Great. Can you bring your right arm under? Great. That's good. Can you fold up your arms? Yes or no? Great. Left foot forward. Spin your right heel out. Can you get here? Great. You're in the game. Can you bring your right knee up over your left knee and put your toenails down on the floor? Yes. If you can't, you're back where you were. Now you sink in. Can you lift your right foot up off the floor and balance only on your left foot? Sometimes. Good. Can you put your right ankle behind your left ankle? Then we sink in. Garudasana, eagle pose. Good for concentration, vitality. Shoulder release, pulling everything into the midline of the body, the center of the body, I should say. Good. Now release your arms. Just bring your right knee up. Balance on one foot. If you're over 40, balancing on one foot is what 99% of the people need. You need to balance on your tippy toes with a unicycle on your nose. If you can, that's great. This is for everybody else. Now my left hand is going to grab my right foot as I bring my right hand down to my block. Good. What a good pose this is for most people. Now I'm going to try to touch my right knee down on the floor while I'm inhaling and looking forward, supporting myself on the block. Good. On exhale, I'm going to turn my right knee up to the ceiling. This gets everything. I straighten my left leg as best I can, drop my head, and twist my right hip, right knee way open, pushing my right foot up to stretch my right quadricep, hip flexor. Good. Now I'm going to release my right foot back. I'm going to take my left arm up to the ceiling for Parivrita Ardha Chandrasana, a half moon pose. I'm lifting my right leg, left arm, head out and forward, expanding in all directions. Good. Then the left arm comes down. And as you might imagine, the right hip, right arm goes up. Of course, we would lift the right leg as high as we can. Ballerinas would go all the way up to the ceiling. Ballerinas and circus performers are great. I lost my balance a couple of times just to show that I'm human. Good. Now the right hand comes back down. I am decidedly humans, my friends. Now re-grab your right foot with your left hand behind your behind and stand up with your hand on your foot. Then bring your right knee out in front. And this is partially for fun and partially for grace, is just to wave your arms while standing on one foot. We are calm and peaceful. Good. Now my right ankle is going to go over the top of my left knee. This time, just the ankle. Now, if you can get two hands down on the blocks and your left foot, it's a triangle. It's exceptionally stable. And the key to that is now sliding your left knee forward, keeping your heel down. And this is how you stretch your left lower calf muscle and Achilles tendon, which is desperately tight on most people. You'll feel this. If you're just watching this, eating popcorn, it would be better if you actually did it. If you're doing it, I salute you. Now, we're going to pray for 8 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands on the blocks. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, dive over your leg. This is a very simple variation of a wickedly difficult yoga pose, but this is good for the rest of us. You don't have to be perfect to be yoga, just committed. Good. Now re-pray with your hands and come on up. And then put your foot down. Now, you might be a little out of breath, so it's a really good time to Om and to strengthen your respiration. Big inhale. And we take a 45-second standing, eyes closed meditation break as we recuperate and recover in preparation for side 2. Enjoy. Good, my friends. Ready for the other side? I bet you are. You did great on side A. Inhale up, feet together. Now arms out to the side. Remember how we did it? Can you do this? Yes. Can you bring your left arm under? Yes. Good. Do your arms fold up yet? Well, if they don't, then you're where you were. Now, I'm bringing my right foot out, spinning my left heel forward, externally rotating my left thigh. If you get here, good for you. The next milestone, this knee over this leg, and my left toenails are down on the floor as I slide my right knee underneath my left knee. Can you get here? Great. Next little milestone, lifting your left foot, balancing only on your right foot. Next milestone, left ankle behind your right ankle. Next milestone, levitating. Next milestone, telepathy. Next milestone, bilocation. There's all these yoga skills that will come our way. We have to take them one echelon at a time. So I'm just trying to sink in, squeezing legs and thighs in together. Eagle pose. Eagles concentrate, focus. They have an extra fovea of their eye. That's why they can see a mouse from a mile away. Good, now arms out and left knee out in front. Now my right hand is going to grab my left foot behind my behind, and my left hand comes down to the floor. I inhale, look forward, and then I exhale. I try to touch my left knee down on the floor. Very few humans can do that. Good, now I'm going to turn my left knee all the way up to the ceiling, straightening my right leg. I always get a big spinal release here. I like it. Good, now release your left foot back. Take your right arm up to the ceiling, twisty half moon. Lifting my left leg, extending my right arm, head forward. I try to go out in all directions as big as I can. Good, then the right arm elegantly sweeps down. And then the left arm, left hip, left chest, everything opens out. I call it drive-in movie as you get as big as you possibly can. Great pose for self-expression, getting big. Left hand comes down now. For coordination, we re-grab our left foot with our right hand behind our behind. And we try to stand up without letting go of our foot. And then the left knee comes out in front. Minor wobble. Wave your arms. We are calm and peaceful. Good, now my left ankle goes over the top of my right knee. And I had a bit of a catastrophe coming down, but got my hands on my blocks. And now with two hands and a right foot, very good, stable balance. Bend your right knee as long as you keep your right heel down. You'll get a terrific stretch of your lower calf and Achilles tendon. Then if you throw in balance, it's the best of all worlds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands on the blocks. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward, fold over your right leg as best you can. 1, 2, 3. Good. Now, re-pray with your hands and come up into the variation of tree pose. We'll bring our foot down, and again, a little short of breath. Great time for the longest Om you got. Inhale up. Okay, half a minute standing meditation to complete our standing sequence. We're not done. We have a wonderful floor, core, and more coming up. Feel your heartbeat. Good, my friends. And now we're simply down on the floor. If you like a blanket to cushion your sharp tailbone like I do that. Have a seat. Great turnout tonight. The YouTube analytics are wonderful. Let me know what you think about the look of the studio. All right. One seated forward fold. And then we'll do our core work. Just a little transitional movement. Don't worry if you don't come all the way down. Maybe you're up here and your knees are up and your back is tight and your butt is sore. Just stick with the program. We'll be down here for about 10 seconds. Okay, my friends, come on up. All right, now let the games begin. On our back, legs up. Half a minute Viparita Karani, really good for circulation. Again, very simple movements, all of them, but when added up together, the whole is greater than the sum of the parts. Now, if you're brand new, you may not like widening your legs out to the side because it's going to give you a lot of unusual alien sensation. You'll get better at it if you could just do it for a moment. Otherwise, veterans, legs out, ankles, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, circus performers, they go all the way out to the side. I think for your basic 67-year-old guy, I'm kind of, you get where you get. Good, now bend your knees, fingertips on the back of your head, lift up your head. You can do crunches with your knees bent or extend out. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bend your knees, grab your knees, just rest your head down. If you're more flexible, grab your big toes and just rest in this cooling yin pose. I like this one. I get more ceiling fan on my fanny. Yin just means taking a little time, letting it sink through layers of the body. Okay, that was some good on the back work. Roll or sit up, whatever gets you back up. Now, we're going all fours. Again, remember what I said before? Can you get on all fours? Yes, good. Can you go up and down with your spine? Great. If you can't, just keep going until you run into what you can't do yet. That's called how to learn anything in the universe, ups and downs. Always be learning, always being at the edge of uncomfort, discomfort, confusion. None of us like it, but become comfortable being uncomfortable. 2 more. Good, now left arm forward, right leg back. Mick Jagger's 80, he does this when he's on tour. Good, left arm out to the side, bend your right knee. You may not have a foot back there. Grab it if you can and lift it up. If you can't grab your foot yet, boy, are you in the right place. Ballerinas can bring the foot all the way to the back of their head. That's why they're ballerinas and I'm not. Good, now release your left arm out to the side, right leg back. Newcomers, just come to your left elbow. I'm turning toward the camera, raising my right leg and hip. Good pose for newbies. Stable, strength, balance, fun. If you can come down to your left ear and your left shoulder, do that. Supporting myself with my right hand and then pushing my right leg up to the ceiling. Remember, just go to where you can. Right arm up. Less to balance on, more to balance with. Reach up and grab your right foot if you can. That's a struggle for me, I admit. Not ashamed to admit it. And then lift your right leg up as high as you can. This gets a lot of stuff quickly. Smile. release, extend it back up, come out. Please do a couple of cats and cows. Every little bit helps. That's the good news about yoga. Good, so just follow along. Right arm forward, left leg back. If Mick Jagger does it, it must be good. Right arm out to the side, bend your left knee. Is there a foot back there? If there isn't, you're trying, you're working on it. Grab it if you can. Very bendy people are open in their hip flexor. It's like they have an extra joint in their body and they can tickle the back of their head with their left toes. Good, now right arm out to the side, left leg back. Bring your right elbow down to the floor and lift up your left leg. Very stable, a lot of stuff to balance on. That's why we like this. Just lifting and balancing. After a while, you may have more twist, more forward fold, more shoulder release. So you'd come down to right ear and right shoulder. Left leg would go up higher because it's tilted up higher. Left arm up. Reach up and grab your foot. A lot of people used to fall over in class. Me, for example, pull it up. Lift it up. Release it. And come on out. Cats and cows. Good, my friends. Now, I know push-ups are a controversial topic, and upper body strength is a huge issue for a lot of adults. So what I recommend is just getting on your hands and knees, and if upper body strength is a huge issue, just holding yourself here and making little 1-inch push-ups. You'll gain some strength, and before you know it, otherwise you can do little knee push-ups, and you can do full marine push-ups if you want. So you're just going to have to find out what your number is. Maybe your number one day is 2, and then you make it to 3. One day it's 8, and you make it to 10. If you get to 20, then it's probably time for a different sort of strength exercise. Good, now I'm going to go into cat pose, which is butt high and arms extended. You can sink your hips all the way back into child's pose. Just take a moment, relax, cool off your upper body. Good. So that's a little core strength sequence. We'll come back to seated. This is where I check the analytics, make sure everybody around the world is still in class. Very good. Well, people checking in from new exotic parts of the world, it's great to have you. Okay, we're going to move into a finishing sequence. Left leg out. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. This might be it. This might even force you to lean back a little bit. Maybe the foot can come in a little. If it folds under, then it folds under. If it doesn't, sit any way that you know how. Arms out. Arms up, grab your elbows, work them side to side. Good, now bring your arms down. Now, grab your right wrist with your left hand behind your back. And I'm just going to circle my clasped hands on my lower back. It's soothing, it's calming. Now, if you do a forward fold here, and you find that you can't forward fold at all, you're just kind of leaning back in anguish, just sit on top of a blanket and only lean forward a little bit. Don't bounce. Don't plow your head down. it takes time to just fold straight down. It's not a competition. There are people in this class around the world, their chin is down on the floor. There are other people who are just scarcely sitting here. What matters is we're doing it together. Relax forward, close your eyes. On your next inhale, come on up. Now, my job is to give you a lot of options for a twist. One option is left hand, right knee, little turn to the right. See that? If you can take your right knee and bring it over on top of your left knee, and then your butt cheeks come down, it's just more of a hip opener, and it can lead to a stronger twist. If you can't get here, remember the theme of the whole class. Get where you can and trust the process. Now, a question is, will my left elbow touch my right knee? If it doesn't, then you kind of turn and lean forward and this would be fine. If you can turn a little more and get your elbow outside your knee, and then I'm trying to get to the point where I can bring both of my elbows down to the floor again. I had to learn to lose about 40 pounds. So 10 more to go. Drop your chin. Accept your current twist. Breathe into it. Okay, come out of a compressive twist very slowly. Now here's a fun option. If you have access to the bottom of your feet with your thumbs, I'm going to massage my thumbs deeply into the center of my foot. Reflexology, acupressure. Now I'm going to push in with steady pressure. And now the whole world is going to chant Om together. Inhale. Good job. Okay, concluding side. Right leg out. Can you do that? Great. Left ankle over. Can you do that? Yes or no? It's one of those flow charts. If you can get here, great. Does this come in at all? Great. Does it fold under? Yes or no? If it doesn't, maybe that's out there. If it does, maybe it's there. I want to make this as accessible to the whole world as possible. Now, from here, I'm going to swim toward you. I'm going to grab my left wrist with my right hand, and we're going to self-soothe by massaging our lower back. Now I'm sinking my hip bones in, doing my best to fold from my hips, not from my back. Leaning forward, not forcing, not bouncing. Dropping my chin, closing my eyes, taking our time. Run your own race. Look for the gap in between the thoughts. On your next inhale, come on up. Now, our finishing twist all the way around the world could be right hand, left knee, left arm behind, little baby twist to the left. And if that's where you're at, that's the perfect pose. If possible, for some, the left knee will just slink out over the top of the right knee. If you can get like this, but your bum doesn't come down, a lot of yoga teachers say put a block or a blanket underneath your bum. You decide. In yoga, you got to get to know your own body. So from here, my lower body's really anchored in. Just to turn to my left is a twist. Right elbow, left knee. Leaning back, getting a little more space, inhaling, right elbow outside. This leverage allows me to get some spinal decompression. Then one of these days, both of my elbows come down over here on the left side. Long spine, relaxed shoulders, eyes closed. And wherever you got in these 500 different options, accept it, allow it, experience it, breathe into it. Every pose is a prayer. Good, now exhale all the air out. Come out slowly on inhale. If any of your thumbs have access to any of your feet, massage into the middle center bottom of your feet. It's an acquired taste. After a while, your feet will soften up and you'll be able to go deeper. Hold steady pressure. And we're going to conclude a finishing Om for the whole class. Big inhale. Okay, my friends, I bet it's 7 o'clock. Yes, it is. Now, 5 minutes on your back in Shavasana, please. Good night, Helga. My screen is screwed up. I can't see you, but I love you. Thanks for coming to class. Helga's my friend. She has dispensation. But everybody else, 5 minutes, relax on your back. And I'm going to be very quiet, and I'm going to hold time and space while you settle in on your back. If you've never done corpse pose before, yeah, you have. Lay on your back, relax, and begin doing nothing. It's really good for you. I invite you to relax deeply, fully, thoroughly. Okay, my friends, wasn't that a delicious 5 minutes? Begin to come back into your body, breathe back toward your skin. Take your time, no rush. Good. Wiggle your fingers and toes, circulate super feel good through your body. And then when you're ready, curl over onto your right side fetal position. Love all over yourself. Good. Now, please keep your eyes closed when you sit up. Sit up nice and slow, eyes closed. With our eyes closed, we can really feel that conscious connection that we all share. Hands to our hearts, head bows. Thanks to the glorious one who brings us all together. All the way around the world, we say, Namaste. My YouTube family, I'm so grateful for the liking and subscribing, and that we're spreading the goodness of yoga to a world that sorely needs it, and especially to people who maybe thought they couldn't do it, or were frightened or trepidatious. We can all do this, and especially with the spirit of encouragement, non-judgment, and celebration of our effort. So thank you for liking and subscribing. If you haven't liked and subscribed yet, please help us out, because it's making a difference. I'll see you YouTubers later.